First of all, welcome to the channel and thank you for stopping by. When time permits, please consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, I am a long-time user of the Cardo system. This is my 3.5-year-old Cardo Black, and it's performed flawlessly. I have noticed in the last year that I get slightly less battery life than I did, but I can still get 10 hours with this thing. It's just amazing. However, I have decided, since I've gotten a new helmet for 2024, to go ahead and pick up the latest Cardo. For 2024, I'm going to be moving to the Cardo Edge. I really want to try out the recording directly through this as opposed to a microphone to my camera. I really would like to be able to capture other folks on the channel and record them instead of only one-sided recording, which is what I get with my existing unit. All right. Let's get this out of the box and onto the helmet. Okay, here we have it. Brand new Cardo Pack Talk Edge. I have read nothing but great things about this unit, with one exception. My buddy Tim mentioned that while everything is better about the unit, as in quality, syncing, maintaining a link, he did mention that it does not have the battery life of his old unit, which Tim has a 4-year-old unit, which makes me very concerned about the battery life, and I'm interested in seeing how it does. Set that aside for a second. Instructions, manuals, etc. Wow, there's a lot to recycle here. Okay, who is tired of getting stickers? I know they're popular, but wow, I'm a little bit tired of getting stickers. One of the things that truly disappoints me about the new unit is I've always run multiple helmets, 2 or 3. These extra cradles are over $100. That seems incredibly expensive for me, and I will not be doing that for a while. I'll be keeping my old unit for my older helmets. This looks and feels identical to the old unit. Our mounting kit. Really, this does seem identical to the old headset. I'm kind of disappointed. This is the JBL set that I had with my previous unit from 4 years ago. I can't tell any difference whatsoever, which is disappointing given the extra cost involved here. Wow, that does not seem to be very sturdy. I've never used these clips. I've never owned a helmet where you could. I don't even know what these are for. This is the mini mic. I did try the mini mic with my last helmet and it worked remarkably well. However, it would come off no matter what I did. I couldn't keep it where I wanted it. So I will go with the traditional boom mic, which works 100% every single time perfectly, and I can keep this where I want it. And this is my new helmet, the Scorpion ADF9000, which I purchased because of the cost and because it has that right there. So instead of putting my old one on here, we're going to go ahead and put the new one right there. Now, fingers crossed. This doesn't seem like it'll be ideal, but with the shape of the helmet, I'm not really sure what else I can do other than place it in this location. I'm gonna hold this for a few minutes and we'll come back. Now, through the magic of editing, that only took moments, and honestly, it only took about 10 minutes. I pulled everything out, dropped both of the speakers in, and I did make a decision. I'm gonna give this a shot. I believe the reason the small mic didn't work with the other helmet was that it was a modular and I had to place it back behind the hinge, where it constantly got rubbed by this pad going up and down. So now that it is permanently affixed there, I'm gonna give it a shot. If it doesn't work, I still have the existing boom mic and we'll move to that. Now let's take a look at this. Magnets, huh? Wow. I actually felt that pull it out of my hand. I'm holding the helmet. I can hold my helmet with a mic on it with that magnet. Wow. That is on there. Okay, so this is probably not gonna come off. Wow. I was skeptical as to how well a magnet would hold that, but that's not going anywhere as this is a 3.5 pound helmet. And now we've added the extra weight for my motorcycle channel. That magnet's pretty darn good. Now I'm really looking forward to using this system. And part of the reason for that, I mentioned earlier, I really want to be able to record both sides of the conversations I have with my friends who are also on the Cardo system. That right there will make a lot more of my footage useful in that you're not having to listen to one side of my conversation and wonder what's going on. Of course, with some of my friends, that will mean some footage will not be useful as the language will be colorful and not appropriate for a family-friendly YouTube channel like mine. Now, this is just the unboxing. Threw it on my helmet. I will get out hopefully this week and test it with my music, with my phone calls. Maybe we'll even try the Cardo Voice, which I've never had great success with previously. And I have a couple of trips coming up, including one to South Carolina. I should be matching up with other Cardo users there and very much looking forward to trying out that recording feature and making sure that the small mic that I've never been able to consistently use before is effective in this helmet. All right, if you stuck around, I appreciate it, and take care. For those of you that stuck around, a little bit of bonus information. It's been about 7 days since I first tried out the new Cardo Edge, and I've learned a few things. Primarily, it still doesn't work that effectively for voice commands. I've always tried to use them with my former Cardo, and trying with this, it still doesn't really listen to me well if the bike is moving. It's fine if I'm stopped, but if there's any kind of wind noise, my helmet's not ideally quiet. I don't know if it's going to work for anybody who has anything less than a perfectly quiet helmet. The second thing I noticed is while I can record and then sync the audio later, the quality is less than ideal. I certainly wouldn't rely on it. All in all, I've got to say that it does most of what it's supposed to. It does it well. The idiosyncrasies of I want the audio to sound better than it does, it's still fantastic that you can do that. I think a lot of people will like it. If it was going to be pouring rain all day, I could pull the mic off my camera and I could get by with this. It wouldn't sound good, but it would be workable without risking my camera having a mic connected in the rain. Well, I'm going to use it some more. At the end of the day, it's a Cardo. If you don't need the extra features that this one has, I would still get the less expensive old Cardo Black, which you still can get at the time of this recording. But if you're looking for the latest and greatest, it does work fairly well.